Today, we walk up the mountain path from the temple of Father David on Mtatsminda Mountain to the TV tower.
Mtatsminda Pantheon and the Temple of Father David in it is part of the Tbilisi range and the highest point of Tbilisi, 740 meters above sea level. The name of Mount Mtatsminda from the Georgian language translates literally as Holy Mountain. 7-meter high TV tower. The TV tower rises on the top of Mtatsminda Mountain and is visible from all corners of the city. I started the route from the bus stop on Rustaveli Avenue, went up the mountain past the Georgian Parliament building, and walked to the TV tower. In the evening and at night, the tower is brightly lit, so determining direction is easy. The pedestrian route is equipped with signage, paths, benches, and viewing platforms at convenient locations. Very romantic places for lovers. The leisurely ascent to an altitude of about 240 meters took me about 40 minutes. I can note the beauty of the surrounding natural world, the clean air, and the wonderful mood that the mountain conveys. When climbing to the TV tower, you need to stock up on water about a liter per person. Take care of comfortable shoes and headgear. It is not recommended to take small children with you, as the danger of falling is small but present. Note the beautiful mountain views from this point. In the middle of the ascent to Mtatsminda Park, there is this wonderful sports ground. I stopped here and admired the views. Pulling up at this height on the ground level is a special pleasure. For yoga lovers, here's a good idea for your video blogs and doing your practice. Here is a circular view of the terrain from the mountain at this point. Your thoughts are cleared and you feel at one with nature. The sky is mesmerizing. Its hues change with every minute. The shapes of the clouds and the blowing of the wind are impossible to convey. The sensations I experienced at that moment exceeded all the difficulties of the ascent. I want to share in what delight I was when on the trail I got first a green Caucasian lizard, not a frequent guest on the path of a tourist. And in the middle of the climb, I accidentally came across a legless lizard of the spindle family, yellow-bellied lizard. It is rare in these parts. At first I mistook it for a snake and jumped back. As an endangered species, the yellowbelly is listed in the Red Data book. By the time I reached the TV tower, I was unstoppable. I decided to go on to Turtle Lake. Since the mountain beauty was to my liking, as I descended from the TV tower down toward Turtle Lake, I saw a wooden bridge over a mountain stream. The bench was occupied by a couple of lovers, so I moved on. As I understood, residents of Tbilisi prefer to walk from Turtle Lake towards Mtatsminda Park. It's much easier to get around. During the whole journey, apart from a couple of lovers, I met only two tourists walking towards me. A young man dressed for fitness, and a girl who decided to take a walk from the lake. There are several path options along this route, so going the same way would be quite difficult. The route will be different each time. The lake I am going to is located at 686.7 meters above sea level, and it was named so because once there were many turtles, but now their number has decreased significantly, and it is not easy to meet them. I didn't get a turtle that day, but after I met her, if you are interested, there is a video on the channel. There are a wide variety of birds in the trees. As my knowledge of ornithology is not deep, I could not identify the specimen. The stand tells about the species of birds that live on the route, but it was more pleasant to meet them in person than to read the description. All in all, the route to the lake took me about 3.5 hours, which I didn't regret. I saw a different Georgia in the very center of Tbilisi. Bright, beautiful, mysterious, and free, different from the one created by human hands. Now you're looking at the tourist mecca of Turtle Lake. It's colorful, covered in greenery lying beneath my feet below. The easiest way to start the route from here is to take the cable car for 1 gel, then walk to Mtatsminda Park along the mountain path. From this point you can also walk further to the monastery of St. George, which is an additional 8.5 kilometers. There's a legend about a man who had no children. He walked up the mountain and built a monastery on his own, and God gave him a son. And from here you can take a breezy ride down to Vake Park for 100 gel. The length of the route is about 1 kilometer suspended on a cable. Thank you for being with me today. Subscribe and like. I'll see you again.